From Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner here in the 18th Tower alongside Frank Nobilo, 15 times a winner around the world. Frank, normally we would see you over at that special spot, Amen Quarter, 12T, but you're with me today. Take me back to your playing days. What ran through your mind as you stood over that opening tee shot?
I couldn't feel my hands, really. I was so nervous to get to play there for the first time, and that was just a practice round. And I think anybody that goes there for just a round of golf, you get the same feeling. You're like, am I really allowed to play? And then the course just comes to you. It really does. It flows beautifully. There's a lot more undulations than you even give it credit for. But, you know, hey, you're going to reference Amen Corner, so will I. Amen Corner technically is the second shot into 11, 12, and the tee shot at 13, not the 3 holes.
Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. 174 yards remaining here as he'll play his second.
Inexcusable. Woo, Nelly. Whizzes past the hole. A difficult putt coming now.
Good chunk of real estate here, 22 feet away. Just a beautiful touch from way across the other side of town. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Safely in there, but over par now for the round at +1. One over for the day. We move along to hole number 11 here at Augusta National, now at 520 yards, a par 4. This tee box shifted a bit to the left in 2022, which lengthened the hole a good 15 yards, so that now navigating a tee shot down the right side brings more risk into play. No issues here. That is into the fairway. That one's going to hit hard. Get a little bit of run out, and that is going to wind up just fine.
didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is a putt pros practice for hours, slightly uphill and dead straight.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Cleans that up in the hole. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12th. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek, you're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and two behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. Okay, that one's dancing. Well, that's going to be on the left portion of this 12th green, but with a hole on the other side, that's only okay off the tee. Here we go. This one for birdie. Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Nah, that was right all the way. Three over for the day. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Now to hole number 13, Azalea, and this one looks a bit different than years past. It is still a par 5, but changes for the 2023 Masters have moved the tee back quite a ways, a full 35 yards, to change the total length from 510 to 545. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Just what you want to do. Land it in the fairway, get a little bit of rollout, and that is a good shot. Nope, just not enough earth there to slow that ball down, and it is going to wind up in the hazard. From the fairway, let's go to Nota.
Tough proposition here from the right side of this fairway. Ball above your feet, and green is angled away from you. Gonna take a good one.
Frank, you know you've been in the spot. It is one of the most anticipated shots in the entire sport. The second at 13 at Augusta National. How do you do with that one?
That was great, Rich. This is the most famous par 5 in the world. One of the reasons why, too, not just the dogleg left that the hole presents, but the uneven lie for the second shot. That had to be hit good, and was indeed.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, a nice, easy birdie there. And a chance to start over. Back to even par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. Two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Hole definitely sitting in the go zone. If you can hit your number, ball could get really close.
Good clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The most attractive feature of this hole is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections guarded by an amazing false front where the ball will come all the way off the front edge.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. It's a birdie, and back to +2 now for the round. Oh, good putt right there. That has a little more break to it than most people realize, but he gets it to go for his par. On to the final par 5 on this second 9, the now 550-yard 15th. This historically has played well under par, but renovations in 2022 added an extra 20 yards to the hole. Well-placed tee shots to the right side of the fairway create a big advantage, but the risk of running into the pine straw or facing a side hill lie has also been increased. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
This such a tough green to land a ball softly on, and that continues over the back here at hole number 15. From the fairway, Noda, this is third.
Shot selection so critical from here. Choose wrong and you will find the water.
So easy to run this right into the water. A tough one from behind the green. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Putter's let him down a few times, but this for birdie. Yes, well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. We arrive now at the 170-yard par 3 16th, played entirely over water to a green flanked by 3 bunkers. Like every hole at Augusta, precision off the tee here is key. You can make a birdie. Oh! Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round will win the day. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, he'll finish that off from a couple of feet away, and that is a birdie. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. This par 4 17th at 440 yards, one of the most famous in the sport. This is where in 1986, Jack Nicklaus, at the age of 46, made the birdie putt. Vern Lundquist on the call. All right, in the fairway. And this will be into the left side of the fairway. Good shot there. While sitting on an upslope here, you got to be careful that you don't get this one straight up in the air from that line.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting. Good approach shot. And birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
A look here for birdie at 17.
Yeah, really not a whole lot in this. Maybe just started around the left edge, but it's fairly flat all the way.
Oh, yes. Very impressive right there. And that goes down for a birdie. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. We arrive now at one of the most famous finishing holes in golf. 465-yard par 4 18th at Augusta. Uphill, dogleg right, 2 bunkers at the left elbow of the fairway, and 2 greenside bunkers protecting a 2-tiered green. Quite a sight. And this going to come down and lodge itself in the second cut. Yeah, that one navigated beautifully through that narrow opening, and that is going to work out just fine. So likely no chance to spin this one as he gets set for his second at 18. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Gotta be careful of this ball checking up too soon, as he'll try to get this just right. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par.
That's 1 under on the day. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there.
Okay, no problem with that one.
You just never get tired of